What up, everybody? It's your boy Flaco, man, and thank you for joining me for an episode of Flaco's Beer Review. And this one is another one that Chris had brought me. Chris from Aloha Septic, guys. This is another one that he had brought for me. And this one is from the Bent Paddle Brewing Company. It's called the Kanu Session Pale Ale. Look at that. Pretty cool little can art. A guy just chillaxing in his canoe, floating down, floating down, got his fishing rod, got a cooler and all that stuff right there. Pretty cool. And this little bad boy is coming in at 4.8% alcohol by volume. I don't know the IBUs on it, but we will look them up and we'll post them here now. Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's a little dark, I know. But I'm in the kitchen right now and I'm watching Hunter x Hunter on the smaller screen here. I'm on episode 2 of season 1. I'm starting this out. My daughter just got into anime, so this is one of the ones she's watching, so I'm gonna check it out here and get into it too, you know what I mean? So I love anime, I love comic books, I love all that stuff. If you know me, I'm a big geek. I love astrophysics and anything that I can learn. I love learning, and I love anime and comics. All right, boom. And I love beer. So let's go ahead and get this done, man. So this is let's see, it's got a lot of stuff written on the back here, man, but honestly, it's a little hard for my eyes to focus and read all that. Let me see if I...
Yeah, it's a little hard for my eyes to pick up the lettering, man. You guys can see that, I don't know. The Weekend Warrior, the Tin Tank, the Classic, or the Camp Classic. Most canoeists experience their first paddle in an aluminum canoe, and then they are perfect for the beginner. Rugged, stable, and not to mention... I think that's a G? Looks like a G. Glaringly bright. I don't know, man. I don't know if I read that correctly, but that's what it looks like. Let's see the second paragraph here. Canoe Session Pale Ale pays homage to that nolistic energy point into POW life. Brilliant hop expression with a structural malt hull. The Session Pale Ale is designed to ride along in perfect harmony. Grab a 12er and climb on board. It says our cart. Maybe that's F.
Yeah, maybe it's F. We'll just say it's called our craft. All right. Yeah, sorry guys, I know I butchered that. I can barely read any of that, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So it's a Session Pale Ale, and for those of you guys who don't know what the word session refers to, when we're talking about beer, it is usually anything under 5% alcohol by volume. Session meaning you can drink a few of them. You can have a session of them, okay? So let's see here. This is what we got coming out of here. And I'll tell you what, guys. It is not just the lighting making it look like that. It is hazy. It is hazy. There is a lot of yeast particles floating around in there, as you can see. We got about a finger and a half head on it. Very tight bubbles. Very good looking. And you know, I don't find it disgusting when I see yeast particles floating in there. To me, it just means this is an unfiltered beer. And to be quite honest, I like my beers when they're unfiltered because it tastes more. It tastes more like home brew. You know, it tastes more like home brews. And some of the home brews, the thing that makes them great is that you know that they're a home brew. You know, you can taste some of that yeast that was used to make it, and maybe they didn't filter it out or strain it out all the way, you know, or maybe some of the yeast got sucked into the tube when they were funneling it out, you know, and it's just that taste of that yeast, man, that just, you know, just lets you know you're sipping a home brew. And I do enjoy that, guys, and there's a little bit of it settled in the bottom there. Let's go ahead and get an aroma on it. And it smells like, it's got a real mellow, chill smell to it, man. There's not really, it's like almost peachy, orangey, mango-ish type of smell to it. Peachy, orangey, mango smell. But real light, almost like a fruit can, you know what I mean? Almost like, you know those little cans of fruit, the mixed fruit? It smells almost like that. All right, guys. Cheers. All right. Taste number 2. You know, it's not a bad beer, but I don't think I would pick this one up as a session. Because, you know, I know it's a pale ale. But when you smell it, you know, you think you get some kind of fruit on it. You do get it, but the fruits kind of taste like... Sorry, guys. Somebody was calling me. The fruits, they kind of... I don't know, man. They're not too much of a star. I don't know if this is because of a date on this or what. Because I don't see a date. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know if this is the freshest it could be, man. You know, oh, it's almost like a little old hop, you know? It's got a funk about it a little bit. Not in a bad way. I mean, it's a drinkable beer. By all means, it is very drinkable. If this is what you had around, you know, I would probably sip one with you. But would I spend my money on it? Probably not. Probably not. Like I said, it's not a bad beer. I'd probably give it a 6 because it's not a bad beer. It's good. But it's not like, ooh, yeah, I would probably have 2 or 3 of those. You know, after I sipped one of these, I would probably order something else on the menu, to be quite honest. I don't know if it's just this can. Like I said, it kind of tastes like a little old hop on it. There is a bitter factor on there. But it's a weird bitter, man. It's a weird bitter factor. Fuck, I don't know how to describe this to you guys, man. As I'm getting down in there a little bit more, maybe it was just the first 2 sips. It's kind of mellowing a little bit. I'm getting more of the fruit on it now. The bitter's still there. It's not a 6. It's a 7. It's a 7. It's a little bit more than a 6. Yeah, like I said, I probably still wouldn't go and get a 6-pack of this. I mean, if this is all they had, craft beer wise, at a corner store right before I was gonna float the river, I would still pick this up before Bud Light. Definitely. It definitely does have more flavor than that. And I would be interested in trying this again, actually, because I'm not too sure if this is the freshest can possible, man. You know, I know just sitting here myself, it's been sitting in my fridge for almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks now, so there's no telling, man. If this is what it's supposed to taste like, then it's a decent beer. It's a decent beer. But like I said, I probably wouldn't order it on my own unless it was the only option that was there. It's not a bad beer. But I don't know. It's just not for me. You know, everybody has their own taste. I can see other people enjoying this one. It's just something about the hop on this one that's maybe a little funky to me. Because right here, you know, the can just makes it sound like it's supposed to be a bright, hoppy experience, you know? And it kind of, I don't want to say bad, not bad, it's not a bad experience. It's like a murky hop experience, you know? It's not just because I've tasted some hoppy fucking beers and that had yeast particles in them and floaters, you know what I mean, in them. And they were still very hoppy, very good, freshly flavored hoppiness. And when you use a word like brilliant hop expression with structural malt hull, you know, it almost makes you think that this is going to be a bright type of hop thing, you know. It's going to, when I drink this beer, I don't think bright. I don't think, you know, I don't know. I think it's just, like I said, the way the can describes this, maybe I'm missing it. Maybe I didn't get the freshest of the fresh when it comes to this, guys. But it's definitely a 7. It's definitely a 7, but I would like, when I spend my money, I like to spend my money on 8s and up, you know, 8s and up. You know, when you're drinking your beer and it's only for you, you're not going to take it to your homeboy's house. It's okay for you to be picky. You can act like a spoiled brat when it comes to picking your beer. You know what I'm saying? You want to drink the best. I mean, sometimes, very rarely, but I do sometimes spend $15 on a 6-pack. I mean, a 4-pack, if I know it's going to be worth it. You know, like the Pint House Pizza Electric Jellyfish. I didn't do a review on that for you guys, but I'll pick it up again and do one. But yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know how much this 6-pack goes for. It's definitely not a local beer here in Texas, so I won't be sipping that again. And, you know, it doesn't hurt me that I won't be. You know, the other one that we did before this one, that one was bomb. What was it? The Crooked Grin. That one was bomb. This is from the same neck of the woods as that Crooked Grin. But this one, not my favorite. Good beer, not my favorite. You know, when I tell you to try it, yeah, it's worth a try. It's definitely worth a try. But try it first on tap or something. Because I wouldn't go out and buy a whole 6-pack of it yet. I wouldn't do that yet. Not yet. Try it on tap. Because like I said, maybe I got a different batch. The lacing is beautiful. Plenty of proteins, but we knew that already because the particles in there. It's nice. It's just not my favorite. Scores a 7. Flacos beer review. All right, guys, I'm gonna get back to this Hunter x Hunter. I'm about to start episode 2, season 1. If you guys seen Hunter x Hunter, guys, drop a comment below and let me know what you think about it and if it's worth me continuing to watch. And also, if you guys have tried this, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Maybe my can's off. Maybe you guys had a completely different experience. I would love to know if you guys have tried this. All right, man. And if you want, go ahead and check out the Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. And show me some love. If you want to support the channel, you can always purchase some merch. And the link to the store is on the Instagram account. So, all right, guys. Appreciate y'all spending your time with me, giving me a little bit of your time. Cheers, and I hope you try many, many beers. It's your boy Flaco, and I'm out.